Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 11. We're here with Round 1. It's a brand new day for the Sim Racing Alliance. It's going to be a little bit more punishing out here during qualifying.
It's definitely a hard one here. It's what it's like. It's very, very punishing.
For all the way in Germany, this will be the first time we see this in the team series here. This is a track where you will be driving the track, not as much driving the drivers on the track.
Very brave is the Ferrari to get the move done.
He does get this position done.
Oh, huge contact, and they're both going to go around. It's going to be a huge move up the inside.
He's been using every bit of the track.
Pedal to the metal, foot to the floor.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to SRA's Season 12 Round 4 race for Division 2 at Monza this evening. Joined in the booth tonight with Connor Farrell and Fazli Majid. And we'll be your hosts and we'll MC the entertainment. We are not the entertainment.
We can be the entertainment sometimes.
Yeah. Well, if they behave too much, then we'll have to become entertainment. I've promised a lot of guys in D2 that I'll burn extra incense this week and try to tone down the commentator's curse because it's been really harsh this season. See
It
what
has
happens.
been.
Yeah, last week wasn't too bad, but the other weeks before that were a little bit ridiculous. So, see what happens.
Pretty much across the board, too. When I was commentating D6 for the first 2 weeks, we hit him with the commentator curse pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Maybe I need to have a little conversation with our friend Patches. Maybe he's doing something and not telling us.
Has to be.
Maybe. So, without further ado, we'll take a look at the track map at Monza. I'm not a specialist on the names in the least, but it's Monza. It's a lot of straight. It's a lot of straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of the names either, except for Parabolica.
I almost remember the name of 8, 9, 10.
That's Ascari.
That,
I remember that.
There you go. See, you knew more than you thought you did.
Turn 1 is called the Zone of Death. Turn 2 is the Zone of Death Part 2. 3 is the Big Right.
Yeah, 3 is
4 and 5 is Part 3 of the Zone of Death.
6 and 7 are those real pain in the butt right-hand turns that they're my least
Lesmos.
favorite part. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are Lesmos.
First Lesmo and the second Lesmo.
Yeah, that's like my least favorite part of this track. I gotta say, especially the second one.
I kind of like the second one. I struggle going into the first one, but if I nail the first one, then the second one is just like really satisfying. It's kind of like turn 6, I believe, at Brands Hatch, where you can't really see the apex as you're like coming up that hill, but you just got to commit to it anyway.
Yeah, see, I like that turn. These two though, especially 7 and we don't get along, but yeah. Let's see, Ascari is kind of fun. That's a good place to find some action.
It's a great place to absolutely ruin your lap.
Yeah, that's the kind of action I think I was referring to. The lap ruining type. Well, actually, yeah, that and then 11, the final turn. That's another place to ruin your lap, but just in a different kind of way.
That's a way to ruin your lap, and it hurts because sometimes you don't really understand what you did wrong.
Yeah.
Ascari lets you know when you do it wrong, but Parabolica doesn't really.
No. And then yeah, then it's back to turn 1 where you yeah. So,
Or you pray. You pen that. You spend that straight praying.
yes. So the big everybody knows the big joke is lap 1 turn 1 here. So we'll see what happens in D2. These guys are typically pretty clean from my understanding, or at least over the last few weeks. We'll take a quick gander at the standings for now. We have a very close battle between P1 and P2 for the season for Gold Division, with Evan Kim at 212 points and Victor Diaz at 211 points. So they really are. They could only get much closer by being one more point closer. That's it. And then it's not that far of a jump down to 3, but then 3, 4, and 5 is another really tight field. So that's Douglas Mitchell, Simon Goriel, and Brian Anderson. They're followed by Roy Key, Josh Damiani, Matthew Higgs, Logan, and Matt Anastasi. I want to say Chris Logan, but I have a feeling that's wrong, so that's why I never say the first name.
I have no idea.
I keep meaning to check and then forget.
Well, I checked, and I can tell you his first name is C. Everywhere.
See, yeah.
All right. Well, it's a closely guarded secret then.
All right. Maybe we'll find out one day. The Silver Division is being led currently by Donovan Colton and Thomas Olhausen. They are both tied at 105 points. Followed by Selena Boonstra with 90, and Andre Lloyd, Nico Suave, Landshark, Matt Artem, and Michael Schwartz. And it's still pretty early in the season, so these things can all change. And significantly. Let's look at our team standings. We are currently champion motorsports, the Badmans, with Douglas Mitchell and Evan Kim. Followed by champion motorsports, Moose on the Loose, with Brian Anderson and Josh Damiani, and they are 60 points behind the first position. And they are followed by Smudge Motorsports with Michael Schwartz and Simon Goriel. Then followed by Madhouse Racing, Huge Pfeffing Fans with Roy Key and Logan Schaefer. And 5 is currently Wave Rippers of OBDA with Andrew Reif and Donovan Colton. And then the rest of the field. I think if I try to say all the names, I'm going to start sounding drunk or something. Getting tied up. But they have not started their qualifying laps. So we will take a shout out to our sponsors quick. Not sure if one of you guys wants to do that or if you want me to take care of that. Let everybody know who our...
I should have pulled it up.
Yeah, so have I. I'm buying some time while I grab it because I got everything else, you know? But let's see. I'll start it. You can finish it I'll start it while you're finding it, and then you can finish it. But anyway, a huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favorite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. So enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And we have our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. We have a code, SRATE, at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Or at least your chance to not run out of fuel, because we are not allowed refuels on these races. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. I know I was using them last night to realize that I actually needed an entire tank of fuel for this race, and I did not think that was the case.
Pretty important.
Yeah. A couple of us went, wait, we need that much? Yeah. Ooh. So
I did cross the line with exactly an empty temp.
Really? I think there's a couple places where people said that a person here or there didn't quite have enough, and one of the guys I think in D3 said he basically got over the line on ego alone, because he just pretty much ran out. But
Right.
it's especially with these races, no fueling, you really got to have it. So, or at least something out of calculation. Also, anyway, AT3D Sim Shop, upgrade your sim racing experience with premium 3D accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style. Elevate every lap, top tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Also, goal setups, premium esports setups for everyone. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, and Fairy World collectibles, magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look good, all for the spectacle. Check out kpconcept.com for more. Okay, so this will be the first week that we made that.
So early in the race.
Yes, so early in the race is right. So let me work on getting us on track here.
Yep, our silver drivers are just now doing their first hot laps.
Yep.
So I'd say the timing was perfect.
Yeah, I think you got it. Now I just need to get us on a moving car. There we go. Take a nice look at that beautiful red McLaren of Austin White Scarborough.
Yeah, Austin comes around here to set a 148.8. P2 for now. It's gonna slam on the brakes at about 150. Turn 1. Chicane 1. Flips the right and the left. Try to get a good exit. Full throttle all the way out to the second chicane. Building speed the whole way through. Gonna look out for the brake marker on the right. Slams on the brakes.
And our new pole setter is Ian Byron with a 147.9. Who is up? LeMay. Now, I don't recall seeing him much in the races up to this point. But that is a pretty cute little Porsche livery.
Rowdy Burns is also on track to set a pretty good lap, up over a second on his time.
Ooh, he is. We'll take a gander at what he might be up to.
We are getting a bit pitchy there in parabolic lap. Gonna lose a little bit of time on the egg.
Still a 10 place improvement with that time.
Yep, he's up to P7 now. Nico Suave, I was about to say, is up quite a bit on his lap. Let's go see. And yes, he took pole at the 147.68. I was a little late to the game there. Sorry.
Whoa.
There's the back,
someone just-
Olhausen, Rigatoni, Mueller, they're all quite a bit ahead of their previous time.
Actually,
Everyone
there's
up front
a
seems to be making more.
language
Sorry?
10. There are 39 peeps. It's just that it only shows 23 at a time.
Diego, is this your first time playing ACC?
Oh, is that who that is? Sorry.
Yep.
Oh. Now I remember.
Also worth noting here for our silver drivers, Selena Boonstra has a pit lane start this race, so she is just not qualifying.
Perfect time to get one.
Yep.
Yep. We've also got Max Diggs in our gold drivers who has a quali ban, so he will also not be going out.
It's not much of a penalty getting Coliban here, or a pit lane start.
Yeah, I think that's true. Either one of them's not. I know in our start in the back, we basically came to a stop before even turn one. So even if you're starting from the pits, it's like by the time you get out, you're just at the back of the pack. That's the only thing.
Yeah, especially Selena in the pit lane. That's not going to be like any different than the qualifying ban. She's just going to waltz out of the pit lane and join the queue.
Yep, pretty much. So our new our new PN was Sodre, but Ian Byron just took it back with a 47.4. So those Lexuses have a really nice straight.
Yep, Ian actually currently through the speed trap at 282, fastest car on track so far. Pretty competitive up there. It's only the silver car so far.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see Doug and Evan in the two Champion Motorsports Lexus try some more bump draft techniques. We saw how that played out in Paul Ricard. I think they hit like 294 or something over there. So yeah, final minute of silver qualifying now. So 1, maybe 2 laps left. Whoever's on track now.
Take a look at Logan Schaefer. A few tenths up on his lap. Looking to get a couple places. He does. Gets it up to P10. And back to this really bright red McLaren of Austin Whitescarver. Kind of a fun color.
This ketchup car.
Yeah, I kind of like the ketchup color.
Well, hopefully he can catch up to P1.
See, that's why we keep you around.
Yeah.
That's a pretty great improvement, up to 7th.
Yep. Yeah, it was a pretty nice improvement on his lap time, several tenths. Oh, another ketchup car. So there he is.
Up in mustard.
Yeah, he was doing all right until I decided to watch him. So he was up enough. He might have been able to take the pole, but now I don't think so. So I'm sorry, sir.
Maybe he'll practice a pit entry right here. Looks like that's what he's doing.
Yep.
Yep, Gold drivers are out on track, so they're on their warm-up lap. They'll be starting in about 20 seconds here. 30.
Poor Rigatoni can see the line of gold drivers behind him as he just tries to finish his last lap.
I wanna. Whoa, he's gonna be a long queue up here.
Yep, and you've got Doug and Evan, coming out for qualifying together. So
Maybe we can watch on board from the car behind.
which one's behind? I guess Evan's behind. Sure,
Let's
why
see what
not?
they do here.
Let's passenger.
Is he behind?
Maybe not. Oh wait,
No,
yeah.
Evan is the one behind Doug.
Okay, these have a bigger gap right now.
Yep.
Evan says he doesn't need the draft this time. He's too fast. Yep, so Evan's gonna hit the 150, slams on the brakes. Cuts it in, tight to the right, tight to the left. Try to get a good exit onto Curva Grande. Hug the inside to make the track as short as possible. Just gonna look for the orange marker on the right, about 150. Slam down brakes down to first, maybe second gear. I don't know how the Mustang drives. Nice rotation on exit there. And then into the Lesmos. Lesmo 1. Gonna get on throttle as soon as you can, go all the way out wide. And then Lesmo 2, right at the 50 meters, you're gonna break down third gear. Clip that curb and get on throttle all the way to the back straight down to Ascari. And then around 150, where the slip road is, gonna break down. Probably could use more curb than that, but it's kind of his banker lap. And bounces over that exit, probably more than he wants to. And then now there's just one last corner, Parabolica, or whatever the new name is, who cares, it's Parabolica. And comes around to close out his lap, and he will set a pretty good time.
147.4.
Nice banker lap there. Puts him straight up to P3.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Take
His
a look
teammate
at Doug.
Doug. Yep. His Doug currently sitting in P6. Actually had a really good turn 1, but lost it on exit. Still a little bit up now. Kevin Kovacs behind, also going pretty fast. Good, Doug, using all of the road and a little bit more. Just as you should. I think quite a few people dipped the rear left into the dirt there last night and lost it. Pretty easy to do. Doug attacking the curbs at Ascari. Oop, a little bit of a snap, but he keeps his foot in. Actually loses
was
all
all-
his advantage. He was pretty much matching his current time. We've got a Roy Key. Actually, as I mentioned, just goes to P1 right now with 47.2
Wow.
in the McLaren. Sets the fastest lap without any of the fastest sectors.
Yep. See how he does as he
Yep.
starts off again.
Everybody on track's improving right now. Goriel just moves up to P3. Couple of tenths down, 47.4. Wonder if we will see 46s here tonight. Victor Diaz goes up to 47.3. Josh Damiani is on a flyer, is coming around to close out his lap.
Take a quick gander.
Yeah.
and-
Only good enough for P10. It's only 3 tenths. 3 tenths off of P1. 3 tenths between P1 and P10. That's how close it is right now.
So Diaz is just a tenth up, but that would be. He needs 1/10 to, well, tie with P1. So anything over 1/10 will get him pole for this.
Yeah, his gap to the leader is exactly a tenth.
And
Yeah.
then,
Evan. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was going to say, and then to P3 from Victor Diaz is even less than a tenth. So it's tight up there.
Yep. And it's even less to P4.
Yeah. Yep.
Evan snags third
Evan-
back with a 147.3.
Arc is also improving right now. He just started his lap. Looked like he had a good turn 1.
Diaz not quite able to get that 10th on that lap, but he's got time for at least one more.
Yep. I think I gave him a hard curse by watching, so I'm sorry for that.
Does Diaz have a teammate now?
That's a good question.
I think he has a teammate. I remember he was running solo for the first couple of races.
You can,
I don't
You
see
can-
it.
if you can
The
enjoy
other-
watching him for a hot minute. Oh, are you checking?
I don't see
Oh, look.
anyone with the same team name in another McLaren.
Jaden Harrison
Right.
is registered as his teammate in the Hooligan Racing Birds. I don't think he's here tonight.
No, I don't see him in this race. Evan
Yeah.
Kim is on
Yeah, I
track
was
to
about to
possibly
say-
steal pole.
Yeah, now Evan Kim is in here looking to do that, just that. Like
Yep.
you said.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, everyone's on. It's less than a minute left. Roy Key is in the pits. Didn't have enough fuel or tires. Push again. So Evan Kim just got P1.
Doug just pulled into P3, so the two of them are going to be. It's
That's,
almost, doesn't
That's
that?
planned.
Yeah, I was about to say that means that they're one behind the other at the start, and that
Yeah.
sounds contrived to me.
Exactly. You got the two Lexus on one side. two McLarens on the other side. Actually, you have 3 Lexus in a row on one side,
Yeah. you
as it stands right now
do.
anyway. Arct is actually in have a shot at P1 right now. He's actually improving massively.
Diaz
Both-
It's
does
kind
as
of
well.
fluctuating, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could watch them both, it'd be great, but Arct and Diaz both are really looking to put in a burner here.
Yeah, Arc's coming up to Ascari right now. He's slowly gaining time. He had a good exit out of the Lesmos. Maybe he can pick up a draft from the car in front of him if he's lucky. BMW thing's just eating the curbs. Oh, it goes wide. No! Oh, no.
Okay, you're gonna hop up to Victor Diaz, who is
Yeah.
also doing similarly, but
Yep. Victor right now coming out of Lesmo 2, perfectly placed. He's 1.5 tenths down as it stands with his timing. Currently, he's 2 tenths up. Now it's his turn to go through Ascari. Hooks it up. Takes a big chunk of the right side, but seems to be stable. He loses a little bit of time. So he's going to have to make up a little bit of time here in the last corner at Parabolica if he's going to have any shot at this. Hooks it in and he gets not quite enough.
not the exit he wants to have for that.
Yeah, it will put him up probably to P2.
Yep. Maybe.
Maybe 3.
Yep.
P3 actually.
Interrupts
Yep.
Evan and Doug's plans.
Yes. So Josh Damiani, the only car on track, but he's probably going into the. Well, actually, you know what?
The
He's.
yellow.
Yeah, I think he pulls into the pits.
So Evan Kim will be our pole position, followed by Roy Key and Victor Diaz. Ooh. You know, every week so far, I've tried to walk down this grid and never quite make it to the end. So we're not really going to try it today. Let's find a... But we do have Evan Kim, P1, Roy Key, P2, Victor Diaz. He's up in P3. Douglas Mitchell is in P4. EM Byron is in P5. Simon Goriel? I'm hoping one of the two of you can say if that's right or wrong.
Sure.
Okay. It sounds good.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. All right. He is in P6. Brian Anderson is P7. Matt Anastasi is in P8. Matt Artem. Okay, thank you. Matt Artem is in P9.
2 Matts in a row.
2 Matt. That's why I was hesitant. I was like, really? 2? Kevin Kovac is in P10. Arct is P11. Cody Platt?
Yep.
Is in P12. Sodre, which I really need to look up the pronunciation on the first name. He is in P13. Andy Speed is in P14. Josh Damiani is in 15. Nico Suave is 16. Wagner. I'm sorry. That's another one I don't know. Nick. Okay. So Nick was too close to Nico. It just didn't work for me. Nick Wagner is in P17. That's a Smith. 18. Logan Schaefer is in P19. And C. Logan is in 20. Andy Gardner, 21. I want to say Ethan Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh. Andy, Austin Whitescarver with the ketchup car. LeMay, I don't know. Mr. Mueller. Kurt, is it Kurt LeMay? Do you have the list in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Thank goodness. Andrew Reif is in P26. Polly Hartman is in 27. Panzo Regatoni, 28. Sorry, Harold McDonald in 29, Donovan Colton 30, Thomas Olhausen 31. Okay, so since you have the list, Alex Karachik is 32, Rusty Burns 33.
Rowdy Burns.
Rowdy! Why do I want to call him Rusty?
I don't know.
Yes, I know it's Enos Mueller. I'm gonna call him Mr. Mueller.
Philippe Mueller.
Philippe. Zodi Sky or Zach Sky? Zach Sky. Oh, it's Zodi Fade in the other division. Zach Sky. Andre. That's right. I even said it earlier. It's Andre Lloyd. I was thinking Andre the Giant when I say it. Jess Osborne. Nick Maxwell.
Noel Maxwell.
No.
Another person hiding their first name.
Oh,
Because
just
it's Noel, not Nell. It's Null.
Null Maxwell. Okay. Null Maxwell. Selena Boonstra is in the pit start, and we have Max Diggs, but he's on here, but he's
the.
You just had a
that's
quality
him.
ban.
Okay, that's him.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. It was weird because it has him. Okay. Now he's.
There we go.
in front of her,
Now
so.
he passed Selena.
Yeah. And yes, Lloyd with the cursed livery.
Hope everyone got fuel in their car.
Yep.
Because this one's can get pretty tight for some cars.
Another way in which the pit lane start benefits Selena.
Yeah.
One fewer lap of fuel.
Yeah. So the lesson is, if you have a race at Monza, make sure you get a pit lane start.
Yeah, make sure to manage your penalties just right. That you get the pit lane start in time for Monza.
But you have to make it look like an accident.
Yeah, of course.
So for our start, we have a Lexus McLaren sandwich. See how this goes.
And they're going double file on the back straight here. Getting ready to go. We'll see how good of a start the McLarens can get. If Evan's probably hoping that everyone behind him starts fighting and he can get a clean getaway through turn 1.
Should be an
While
interesting
you do
start.
that, I'll watch from the back of the field. See how that goes.
And they're off. And they are going. Exciting parts coming up as Douglas tries to get in there around those two McLarens, get up with his teammate. Turn 1 is so far so good. It's somebody off in the grass, but
Someone's in the dirt, but I think everyone gets away with it. Just minor bumps.
yep.
No one spun around or in the wall, so.
Like a real fast gander at them back there, but yeah, it looks like.
Sorry, Selena. Oh, Selena actually misses the first corner.
Oh my word. So let's see, the next terrible, awful spot for the race start anyway.
And it's pretty clean.
Oof.
So far, Goriel and Byron here are fighting a little bit.
Oh, we got a spinner in the back. Porsche that spins off at the second chicane.
Just
Not sure if it was-
Osborne.
Yeah, not sure if it was contact or just
Do you
hit
know
the sausage curb.
who it was?
I think
It
that
was
was
Jess.
Osborne.
Jess. Sorry, Jess. We're gonna try this.
Comes in side by
And
side
he-
into a second chicane on the inside. He brakes late,
believe that
tries to leave space. A little bit of contact, and that's enough to spin him around.
all it took.
And there's just in time for his teammate to meet him in the middle of the
Oh.
track.
Yep. So let's see. Evan Kim has 6/10 on Roy Key in the front, who is only has Doug 4/10 back.
Oh,
Looks like
Anastasi and
Anastasi-
Anderson have come together in Parabolica.
Let's take a look at that.
So that's Anderson in the Champion Motorsports
Ooh,
Sport.
and
Oh,
Oh,
oh no!
ooh,
Oh,
came
Porsche
back
will
for
do that.
more.
The pendulum.
It looks like Roy Key and Douglas Mitchell are battling a little bit here. There's a little position swap back and forth, and Victor Diaz has fallen back to P4. But Doug really wants to get back with his teammate.
Yeah, he's going to stay as close as he can.
yeah, he probably wants to get this over and done with as soon as possible if he can, because the more he fights, the more he's gonna draw in Diaz and everyone else behind him.
So we'll keep an eye on him while we look at where some other positions are a lot closer to changing or are changing. Like Wagner and Brian Anderson here going side by side through those horrible, wretched, awful right-hand turns.
Lesmos
Yeah, it's a
and
risky place to go side by side.
Yeah.
That's Anderson trying to recover after that early hit with Parabolica with Anastasi.
Yeah, and now you have C. Logan, who is also just there waiting for someone to make a mistake, giving Saudry a chance to catch up also. And those matching liveries look like you have some teammates working together here in the midfield.
Wow, this close.
Wow, that was close.
Oh, I was just about to compliment Logan on taking advantage of the situation between Anderson and Wagner, but then he got too close.
Yeah, the Wagner, if he dips into the slipstream right now, he might get a chance, but he doesn't want to.
Choosing to hold the line instead.
Yeah, you had
Oh, and then
Logan
almost
giving,
gets nicked.
Wagner
Oh, it's
a-
everyone in the back. There's a huge train forming right now behind them.
My word,
I
that's
did
like
not even see that.
no.
There's like, yeah,
Yes.
everyone, like everyone outside the top 10 is like in one shot almost.
Yeah, the deltas between 14th and 27th are all within a second.
Yeah, between 13 and 14 you have a gap, and then all the way down to
0.4, 0.3, 0.5.
yep.
I think the Porsche picked the wrong car to try and bully.
Yeah, he just
Oof.
may have. Ugh.
Oh, they came together again.
Yeah.
Olhausen
So,
disqualified for track limits?
What?
Wait.
He must have cut turn 1 too fast or something if you got
Has
an
to
immediate
be it.
disqualify. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, I wonder if you get like rear-ended into the braking zone and just go flying off at full speed, there's not much you can do about it.
Well, looks like he might have
But-
been in the pits. I went back the 60-second replay, and he's coming out of the pits.
Oh, just sped into the pits too fast?
No, he's coming out of the pits. He's
Oh.
approaching turn 1. I guess I'll see what happens.
Huh.
Oh, yep. He just skipped turn 1 full speed.
That would do it.
Yep.
There. Wow.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, we're watching Burns here in the blue Porsche behind Paulie Hartman. Paulie is trying to make a move on Anastasi in front of him. Burns probably going to try to make a move. Both of them, maybe they'll make it 3 wide into turn 1, which they probably should not do.
They can try it, though.
Oh, someone's celebrating donuts early.
That's Logan losing about 15 spots.
Yep. So that's a shame for him to lose all that.
Was that Wagner's fault, judging by the fact that Wagner waited for him?
But by the way, at some point in all that excitement, Doug actually got past Ricky for P2.
Oh. Yep. But it looks like Roy's not about to give that up.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of speed the McLaren can get with sitting in the draft with the Lexus. Meanwhile, Evan up ahead is 3 seconds in the lead over his teammate. Also with the fastest lap of 48.1. Pretty quick on the full tank.
And completely clear air at 3 seconds ahead of Doug. So we might be giving him the token look at his lap and moving on. There's so much more going on behind him.
We've got battles down for P21.
Yes.
Project and is lining him up to turn 1. Goes for the inside. Has to outbrake the Porsche. There's 3 Porsches in a row trying to make it around the corner. Somebody has to take the escape. Or actually opts to come back into the track. I think he was far away enough off track that he should have just taken the escape route.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate back there. But here is Project still trying to they're still battling with Lemay.
Yeah, that rejoin is surely going to be reported after the race.
Anastasi poking his nose in and actually costing himself a chunk of time here. Having to overslow. That is very aggressive from the Ferrari. I'm not sure if that was Paule. Yep. Actually leaves us out. You can go down the inside on the Les modes, but you just have such a slower exit speed. Assuming you actually give space to the guy on the outside.
Which is tough to do when it's such a short distance between the 2 corners.
Yeah. Logan Schaefer, meanwhile, hit it early and got a stop with 30, presumably for speeding in the pits.
Well done.
Probably not the strategy he was working on.
No.
Yeah, Josh Damiani is making a move on Cody Black, maybe?
You've got side by 3 wide here.
Yeah,
And
and
poor
Donovan
Colton.
says,
He's
I'm out of this.
Goes into the pits.
Goes into the pit.
Very early stop.
Yeah, I found that there wasn't much tire wear here. The pace improvement from the fuel burning off matches or outweighs it matches the tire wear. So early pit stop isn't the worst thing if it means you can get out of traffic, just get faster lap times in clean air.
Although that strategy's dampened a little bit by a stop and go 30.
Yep.
Anastasia really trying to get around Project, which I know you had the names pulled up and
Let's just say it's Alex. We'll call him Alex.
okay.
Someone off ahead. 288 at the end of Ascari.
288. I think that's
Logan
Schaefer. It was, I think it's into the wall and maybe not the wall.
It looks like he took too much curb on the left through Ascari.
He's having a rough day, huh? So, up ahead, we have Andy Speed, and see, my incense is working. Only a little bit of bumping going on when we found them. Everybody stayed straight.
Speed had a snap coming out of turn 1 there. It was a hit, and now he's lost 2 places. Tries to outbrake Art, intentionally or not. Gonna compromise his exit, and he's gonna be under attack behind, maybe losing another place into the Lesmos. Kovac decides to slot in behind him instead.
Take a look at Josh Damiani up here catching Cody Platt on the straight.
Teammate, maybe?
Maybe. Oh, maybe is Cody his teammate?
I mean, they're driving the same car.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They've got the same livery, but
Like quarter of the fields in Champion Motorsports, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it looks like even if they are teammates, they're either trying for a really nice shot of the livery and the car, or
they are not teammates.
well, they're not
Just-
playing nice with each other.
Not now.
Yeah. We're
They
teammates
are
on paper
conglomerate
only.
mates, though.
Yeah, up at the front seems to be spreading out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Is Damiani gonna stick it? Break late? Try and save it?
You better at that point.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nicely done. Block
Makes
it
it
off.
work. And it looks like he's gonna
And-
cost Platt a second place as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Platt should be able to hold it around the inside there. If you force the Audi around the outside really long. So.
Well, that Audi's not losing too much time.
Yeah. Just noticed an unauthorized modification to that livery. I'm gonna have that to work.
See, in the back here we have Panzo Rigatoni looking to get past Andre. We have Lexus on Aston.
Hangs it around the inside. It actually tips the sausage, the curb on the inside, loses some momentum here.
Slots in.
Selena, yeah, right in front of Selena there.
Who's
Just
like,
looking
she's, yeah.
pretty racy, maybe just trying to put them off, make a mistake. Oh, and ahead of them there's the, I think that's Hartman and Burns, maybe? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, around the outside of the car and the track.
Yep. Not what move he was looking for. Let's see, Andrew Reif looking to get a move on Gardner here. Let's see if he does it.
Oh, keeps it in there, but very
Here
respectful.
comes the switchback, but just doesn't have the speed off the line.
But he's not out of the game yet. Still 1/10 behind, 0/10, so they're right on.
He's gonna send it up the inside. He's gonna block off. Aston better not bounce off the sausage there. Yeah, it has to pull
There
out
you
of it.
go.
That was a good move.
Nice. Well
very
done,
clean.
Andrew. Let's see what else we have. Looks like the field has definitely spread out a bit now.
Yeah, meanwhile, at the front, Evan still has a 3-second lead over his teammate Doug. Doug actually took the fastest lap from
Ooh.
him as they're having fun back here in the field.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
in.
Osborne and Maxwell trade places a couple times between the Lesmos.
And see, look, Logan is
Oh,
catching
Gonna
up.
work his way in
yeah.
there.
Gonna box him in.
Yeah.
Porsche is gonna stand together. Don't get bullied. Because it's
Don't
gonna
let the
pass you in
Mustang
straight
have its
anyway.
way. Oh, that was a good save from Maxwell, who almost lost it over the middle curb there.
He actually it's a good run here.
And Zach Sky come flying into.
Oh, you gonna switch back in Parabolica?
Drag race to turn 1.
Yeah.
Porsche
And the
drag
Ford's gonna come up. The
race.
Ford's gonna come up and pass both of them. They don't start working together.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at the
like
speed
that.
differential.
Oh my
sh-
word! This just looks
no,
bad.
no. Oh, no, that's-
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Everyone stop!
Oh.
Okay. That was
It kind of worked out,
that was the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
honestly.
Wow. Yeah, I think if I was in Selena's place, or Maxwell,
Maxwell, yeah.
I would have probably tried to bump draft. Yeah, the Porsche just to get away from the board.
Once again, these Porsches that gotta stand up to that Mustang.
Yep, that's nice.
Ooh, gives him a little
bit
tap.
of a-
That might have been a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That wasn't
There
quite
goes
what
the
I meant.
breakboards.
sign.
Oh,
that will be exciting now.
Yep.
Logan loses about 5 places there.
I feel like we're gonna see a few more overtakes out of Lesmo 2 now.
Yeah. Once that
We're pretty
sign
close
goes
to having
down.
we're pretty close to having a Porsche Cup in the middle of the field again.
Yep.
Yep. Well, yeah. Jess just has
Yeah.
to catch up to his teammate Selena.
Yeah. Probably not gonna happen if they keep fighting like this.
Nope.
Yeah, Hartman, a few spots ahead. I think just made a move on Burns. Maybe we can see that.
Yeah.
They're actually, and Burns is trying to fight back right away into turn 1 here. Nope.
And right behind them too, you've got Lloyd and Rigatoni coming into there
Oh,
also.
sends it in really late. Wow.
And they make it.
They make
Yeah.
it stick.
And Panzo says, "I'm not letting you in."
Nice job, guys.
Logain is in the pits. I think he's probably had enough of the fighting.
Getting
Getting knocked around by the Porsches.
Yeah.
Maxwell is still right behind Osborne,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ready to make a
Well,
move.
We also have Gardner on Rife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well,
This is going into Ascari, I believe. Yep. This is Aston Martin on Nissan.
Big
Rife
bounce
actually was
from Rife.
bouncing. Yeah. I somehow managed to overtake his GTR yesterday in an Aston Martin, so it's not impossible on the straight. Maybe he had 30 seconds of damage, I don't know. Just right up on his tail right here on exit of Parabolica, so
Yeah, good momentum for Gardner
Yep.
going into this straight.
I expect Andrew's gonna hug the inside, wait for Gardner to go around the outside and squeeze him out wide. Oh, he's just gonna simply, yep, exactly like this. Hopefully they spot their breaking points. Andrew places his car perfectly. Nice defense.
Wagner making the move on Maxwell into turn 1. Or trying to, at least. Ooh, Maxwell cuts across pretty early to stop him.
just
Or Wagner, I mean.
Fighting between Jess
No,
and
Maxwell.
caused the.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe at some point Maxwell fell behind.
Yeah, I was
Big.
keeping an eye on them through Parabolica, and Maxwell got a little loose going into it. Lost a few seconds.
Something must have happened to Hanzo. I think he just lost like 3 or 4 spots.
Danzo did.
Maybe. Or not. I don't know.
Looks like pretty tight there, and there's those missing boards, and they're making it through. So maybe these guys have learned their lessons and have some more permanent brake markers to look out for.
That brake marker did survive down in D5 last night. That was
That's pretty
still there
impressive.
at the end of the race.
Yeah, I think the brake marker survived in V1, but a few cars didn't in the last lap right there. I remember coming around, there were a couple of cars facing the wrong way.
These guys are really close, and it's like Wagner's getting the move on Maxwell there.
Oh, Maxwell is such a better. Well, he had a better exit, had nowhere to go.
Yep.
And just lost all his momentum.
Meanwhile, Andre Lloyd looking to get past Rusty Burn. Is that right?
Rowdy Burns.
Rowdy. Oh my gosh.
No!
Oh, that was close.
It looked like he pulled out the move and then went back in again. Doug sets an even faster lap at a 48.0. Still 2.9 seconds behind his teammate, or 2.7 seconds behind Evan Kim. Roy Key is in P3, and Victor Diaz only less than a second behind him, about a second behind him. So he's still keeping, he's not pulling away. Pit strategy, pit sequence anyway, is gonna play a huge role here.
Yeah, it looks like up front that the pit strategy might end up becoming more important than, or it might become, shouldn't say more important, it may end up being the deciding factor more than anything.
Yeah, all it takes is for someone to come out in traffic or slightly miss the pit box, they could completely change the result up here.
Yeah, for sure.
And, it's like,
big snap for Panzo and
ooh, and the
Lloyd.
sand is
and that
not
cost
where you
him.
want to be.
Awesome.
Boonstra and Lloyd get by. So Andy Speed is in the pit.
Selena's quietly just letting everyone else scrap and pick her way through. As long as Waleed's not there.
Anastasi is nice and close to Krochik.
Take a good look at him.
2/10 as they make their way to the second chicane, whatever it's called.
The second chicane in
Okay.
Italian. It's literally called the first chicane, second chicane.
Like, you were right. We're just on the wrong
Ooh.
language. Woo!
Krochik goes too far. Loses it in the gravel.
We have nice light there.
I wish that crew chief would just say turn numbers sometimes instead of always trying to do the names. Because last night, going around the circuit, he just kept saying Italian words at me, and I'm like, man, I don't know where that is.
Whoa. So battle for E3, by the way. Diaz is under a second away from Key. Key almost looked like he was diving in the pits and swerved away from the pit entry in the last meter.
Maybe he just had a change of heart on his strategy.
It'd be kind of funny if someone was like so focused on drafting you that you like drove towards the pits and then you swerved out and they went in at full speed or into the wall.
Right, more
Oh,
people. Whoa,
here
that
we
was
see people-
close.
Whoa.
Perfect, and Matt Anastasi still at it.
Yeah. And more and more cars diving into the pits now as we approach the halfway point in the race. So it's usually ideal in the rules that we run here with the mandatory tire change and no refueling allowed. It's usually ideal to pit just kind of a little bit before the halfway mark so your tires get the benefit of lower fuel load. The overall race time. Victor Diaz just made a mistake coming out of Ascari, and that's going to give Goriel a good run on him. E4 here.
And they're fighting down here too. This is why we need the picture-in-picture. Goriel gets past the
Goriel and Diaz just made
sorry,
contact.
guys.
Yeah.
And he
Ooh,
goes out
Osborne and
wide.
Wagner just came together as well.
Yep. That was a double commentator curse spread out. That's why nobody actually died.
Goriel actually opts to dive into the pits after that, probably for new tires. Perfect timing, I guess.
Yeah, we took one commentator curse and just split it between two battles.
Yep.
So it was just a smaller curse for both.
Yes. And a bunch more.
Krochik and Anastasi both going into the pits. This is not the first time I've seen a pair that have been fighting go into the pits at the same time, which just doesn't seem like very good strategy to me.
Yeah, well, it might be that the following person's hoping they can get just that slightly better pit stop and get out ahead.
Wow, there's like 6 cars coming out the pits at the exact same time right now, by the way, if you want to watch the pit exit.
Have to find somebody who's coming out.
It looks like they're going to come out at about the same time that Martin Smith will be passing.
All right. Well, let's look at poor Martin, who's being chased down by
Yeah.
Mr. Speed anyway.
Gonna catch a group of cars here, building speed into turn 1. Evan Kim is coming around. He's coming down to turn 1 now and encountering traffic, so he's probably gonna start thinking about making a pit himself without losing too much time.
Well, it looks like Roy Key has opted to get his pit stop done. So... And that's almost right at the 30-minute mark.
Almost what's this, half the field now? Made the pits.
I believe so. Andy Speed is not going to catch Martin Smith. Or Matt Smith.
Martin.
I was right.
It'd be pretty cool if Matt Smith was in the league, though.
I don't know who that is.
The actor.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
House of the Dragon, Doctor Who.
Okay. Evans. Yeah, gonna be catching 2 flags here. He's got one just in front of him. Let's see if he's coming around Parabolica right now. Keep an eye on him to see if he pops the pit. We watch a battle in turn.
Ooh.
1.
That got a little...
Very
Evan,
bold of Speed to stick with it there.
Race leader Evan Kim is in the pits.
Okay.
And so is E3 Victor Diaz. It'll be interesting to see where exactly they come out and track. I'll keep an eye on them.
Is Rory still in the pit or did he come out already? I cannot find him on my list.
Yep, he came
There
out
he
in
is,
ninth place.
P9.
Stop and go 30 for Maxwell for speeding in the pit lane.
Ooh,
That's
that's unfortunate.
yeah.
Maxwell, who is already running in P35, just to make his night worse.
No. Yeah. He was having a really great battle there for a while and just sank.
Evan is cars restarted, and
Yep,
he is
he's
rolling
coming out
out the
now.
pit lane right now. Comes out in P5. He's gonna lose a couple of spots. Comes out right behind Zach Sky, who Zach hasn't pitted yet, so Evan's probably gonna hope he can clear Zach or that Zach pits really soon. They are both in Champion Motorsport, so I don't expect Zach to interfere too much with Evan's plans here.
I don't know. It looked like Josh and his teammates were just on there by paper, and that was supposed to be teammate. So,
Well, the badmints probably have some hotkeys bound. Oh, he catches him into the second corner real fast. He's about to pass him here. Yeah. Zach ahead of him actually makes a mistake, and Evan comes right up to his rear bumper coming into the second chicane, and Zach just decides to let him go.
And now
looks like his
Mr.
leader.
Mitchell's in the pits.
Yep, race leader Mitchell was in that P2 in the pits. We'll see how the gap has changed once everyone's pits have been served. Pits must feel so long when you're in the lead in your pit. I wouldn't know.
I don't think I was in the lead yet in the one race that I've won when I went through my pit stop.
And Doug is rolling out of the pits right now. Pretty sure Evan should clear him. I don't think Evan lost much time.
Yeah, Evan passed
There goes
him now.
Evan. Yeah. Doug. Okay, it's Zach Sky again. It looks like they actually opened up a decent gap to Roy Key and ES as well. Relatively comfortable.
yeah, I think they were pretty comfortable even coming into this pit stop. Unless they made some major mistake, I don't think they were looking to lose a lot of time.
Evan Ovats. Look at how fast that Porsche accelerates without all that paint on it. It's so light.
That's the trick. You drive a Porsche without paint, and then you have all the turning speed and the acceleration. Nothing weighing you down.
Doug needs to clear Zach Sky here. He's catching him. He's sitting behind him, going into Ascari. Doesn't want to lose too much time. Yep, Sky is letting him go. Wonder if they're gonna play a team game and hold up the cars behind him a little bit. I don't think he needs to.
Here we have a little three-way battle between Harold McDonald, Gardner, and Kurt LeMay.
Someone tell Zach Sky to turn his turn signal off.
like that quiet midpoint. Not too many battles happening. Yeah, we are kind of quiet. Roy Key's being held up by Zach Sky, so maybe your assessment earlier was a bit correct, allowing Victor Diaz to catch up. But looks like he's getting by.
No.
No,
maybe.
he's not. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, Zach.
that's
It's on. Oh no.
Ooh.
That's a bit. Yeah. I mean, it's for position, right? Zach hasn't pitted yet, so it's not like he's blue flag. So
now it's a fight between Roy and
yeah,
Diaz.
that's all Doug and Evan need. Is just for the two cars behind to start fighting each other and slowing each other down.
Oh,
That's exactly what's gonna happen here. Lemay and Gardner are doing something.
Yep, LeMay is hitting Gardner off of Parabolica.
That's what he's doing.
He just
Wait.
went right into the back of him, sent Gardner way off.
Let's go back.
Maybe you can get a replay of that. Yeah. So this is Ascari. One of them gets a better exit than the other.
Oh, he
Yeah, Gardner was
touches
slowing a
the-
little bit.
Yeah, Gardner bounces a little bit, loses momentum. As LeMay in the Porsche decides to just, I don't know what you call it.
Not what you want to have.
It's
Can't blame me on that one.
yeah.
All right, up here, Diaz and Key fighting for what? Yeah, basically for P3.
Yeah. There's Rowdy Burns running P1 right now, has yet to make his pit stop, so this would be a net P3. All this fighting has cost them a couple more seconds to Doug in front of him.
Yep. So it's 4 seconds to Doug from where Roy currently is.
Yeah. Doug and Evan currently lapping in the 47s, while these two are in the mid 48s. Doug actually improves his fastest lap to 47.695. His teammate Evan almost matching him in 697. Got Speed and Goriel battling. There's Speed in the Lamborghini, a rare sight nowadays in SRA, thanks to the Brooker and Ryan touch.
Still not letting him live that down. It's almost been a year. Hey, Jess Osborne back here fighting with his teammate, or maybe just hanging out and taking a tailwind.
Yep, Zach Sky finally pitted, going from what, like 6th or 7th, I think he was in, all the way down to 33rd. I'm surprised that
And they're
pit
fighting.
sent him back so far.
I am too, actually. I was thinking it to myself. I really didn't think that pit stop here was that long. Victor looks like Victor's getting a slightly better exit out of that final turn. We've got Roy straight.
Oh, how much he closes up.
Logan making a move on Anastasi. Gets it done before Parabolica.
Probably where he wants to get it done. Not
Oh,
in the middle.
absolutely. Yeah, and just starts to run away from him.
Yeah, maybe we can ride on board with BS and see how close we can get to Rocky here. Currently about half a second back. Seems to get better exits out the slower corners. Just can't find a way through just yet.
Oh, but that might give it to him.
Rocky has a huge bounce.
Really big bounce.
Yeah. Victor might clear him even before the entry to Parabolica. Side by side into Parabolica. Roy holds the inside line nicely. Victor doesn't want to give it up. Just got to slot in behind him and try and get him down to turn 1. Roy's just going to hug the inside line here. Victor's going to hook it around the outside. He has to make sure he stays around the outside for the second half of this. I think he's going to make it. Oh, he goes deep.
Oh.
And he's going to lose a couple of seconds here at least.
Yeah, they're open.
Yeah. Roy's holding his composure, and Victor's probably really frustrated at this point. He's been stuck behind him for quite a while.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
he's
for sure.
now a second and a half behind from that move, unfortunate for him. The field is as close as this field was at the start of the race. It looks like they're that far now.
Yep, just coming up on about the last quarter of the race here. 50 minutes to go.
And,
Everyone barring Rowdy Burns, I believe, made their stop.
yeah,
He's probably just enjoying running in P1.
maybe he is. I'm sitting here wondering what he's waiting for.
Just getting more stats on his profile for number of laps led.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
he's in the pits right now.
now.
Oh, speed. Loses some speed in the dirt.
Oh no. Oh, like speed was nowhere near anyone else. Get caught up because of it though. Nico Suave trying to get a move on.
Ooh. Martin Smith. You see the sole Audi in this race? Yes, looks like it. No, Artem and Smith. Both here. Okay.
It's just people are starting to get a little close and then just. So Panzo move on. Nazi is gonna make it.
Yes, looks like it. Anastasi's in the draft, but I don't think you're gonna catch Lexus.
No, not
No.
likely. Not for the Porsche.
Yeah.
Burns also losing out big time in the pits. He's gonna be about 30th, 29th when he filters in.
Wow, I really didn't think that the pit stops were that long. To lose so much.
Yeah. He was lapping in, I think, the 49s when everybody else was doing low 48s or 47s even. Just,
Yeah.
everyone had new tires. He was just running his for 45 minutes.
Makes sense.
Strategies isn't.
Oop, there was a little bit of dirt.
Brian Anderson trying to lineup arc here for into turn 1. The BMW, I believe, is pretty tight on fuel in this track. So
I see Kovac here dropping places, so a bit like a rock.
McDonald also is off.
no.
No.
I'm not sure what happened to him.
So
Probably.
Kovac comes through Ascari. Okay, has a big snap and hits the sausage on the inside
Oh.
and just loses it.
Oh.
At least he didn't take anybody else out.
I don't know if I'll be able to catch McDonald's.
Oh, there's a
No.
car in front. No.
Oh. And then you come back because he's saving it in Parabolica.
Yeah.
He's having a heck of a couple laps.
I thought he put new tires on that.
Yeah, his rear tires are probably burning up a little bit after that couple of incidents. So Parabolica probably the worst thing you want to do right after you spin up the rears.
Yeah. No argument here. Well, maybe when you're in the back of the field, it is a drift competition.
Doug goes even faster, his fastest lap of 47.4. Evans at a 47.47. When was Doug this fast? Doug, what are you doing?
I guess we'll give Evan the token screen
Oh.
time.
Evan sets the fastest lap of 47.3. Evan must be like, he can push the throttle harder because of those tires.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That and the admin speed hacks they added, but
He goes so fast that the draft that he makes reaches like 4 seconds behind the Doug. That's why Doug actually matched those times before.
Okay.
But just such a huge
Brian
lead.
Anderson is looking really hard at making this move on Mark. So
tried
Evan got
making
his,
space where there wasn't any.
Yeah. I think Evan got his token time. Let's watch some some battles here. Paulie Hartman and Gardner.
Paulie's had lots of action today. Kind of feisty. Tries to move around the outside of the AMR. Partner's car scraping the road as he brakes and the car pitches forward. Draws Logan in behind him. Logan, if this keeps going, he might reenact what he did earlier and make it a 3 wide 1. I'm not sure if he wants to again though. Do people get track cuts on Monza? Is it drive-through for track limits a thing here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sort of
remember
like
we
blowing
lost
through turn 1.
Olhausen.
That's yeah.
Right away. I know in D3 we had a couple of drive-throughs.
I honestly can't think of where else here you would get a track cut.
Yeah.
Maybe going
Could-
too wide after Ascari? But you'd have to go
You-
really wide, because I've taken that quite wide and been fine.
Yeah, you can get a track cut on Parabolica, I think. Just keep your foot in, like outside the track.
Yeah.
More Porsche and Porsche action here.
LeMay looks on the inside. Sees if he can brake late enough. And he can.
Yep. He's really
Yep.
tight.
Oh, he
Okay.
got it.
Blocks off the inside for the second turn and holds it.
Very clean T1 pass.
The nimbleness of the Porsche always makes their battles quite fun to watch.
We've got Artem looking at flat P7.
Oh,
Yeah, coming to Ascari, looks like he goes a little bit deep, but he manages to keep it in. Too far for Parabolica is gonna get pulled in slightly and then line up for turn 1 if he gets a good exit here. That actually taking a different line to Artem. Artem choosing to hug the inside flat. Uh-oh. What's going on here?
let's see. This might be it.
Oh, that was. It looked like he just turned in way too early.
Yeah.
And then tried to correct for it and snapped.
Wonder if he can get a track cut there. Probably not. with
Sodre
the sand.
attempting to pass Smith.
Oh,
It-
it looked like he.
It seemed like he couldn't decide if he was going to
Yeah.
commit to
Yeah.
it or not.
It looked like he was gonna pull out and then saw that the gap was still there and decided to go for it. Artem almost ran into his teammate, so yeah, Smith teammate there. We were just watching.
Audrey down here is.
Again, looks at it
Yeah.
and then pulls back, but not
Yeah.
fully.
Maybe he's just trying to keep that gap closed up so he can get a good exit somewhere. And getting around somebody on the straight, if you can pull that exit, is probably the most comfortable way to pass.
Yeah, both of these Audis here, teammates, they're two closest battles we're watching right now.
Yep. Although we have here we have Project and
Grochik on LeMay, yeah. It's very close.
well, it was close for a hot second, and they came through this.
A little further back, also Gardner on Marvin. 2/10 separating
Yeah,
them.
and closely followed there by Logan.
Gonna try one up Parabolica. That's not gonna. Oh my god.
Came very close to murdering
That
him.
was. Yeah. That looked so late, and Logan is gonna get a run again onto two cars.
Oh boy.
Don't do it. Don't do it again.
Do it. Do it. Go 3 wide. You know you want to.
Logan's gonna try and bump him. Nowhere else to
Yep.
go. Hopefully he breaks early enough.
Oh.
Why did he just disappear? What? What just
Where did he
happened?
go?
Did he go?
What happened?
He's
He's not in the server anymore.
he got
No.
He got vaporized.
Oh
He
no.
hit the, I didn't know that BMW had like a eject button on the back of it.
Oh no.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's so tragic.
Yeah. Sorry, Logan. That was yeah. That's the worst commentator's cursed yet.
I was thinking that, and
Yeah, we didn't cause him to crash. We caused him to get raptured. He just disappeared. Rigatoni's pretty close to Marvin now.
yes, he is.
Just a
Let's
couple of
see.
tenths.
Not
Yeah.
even.
Diaz is also behind Key for a P3.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, a couple of places are starting to close back up now.
Yeah.
In the last 4 minutes of the race.
Last 2 or 3 laps of the race here, so
They got to make it count now.
yep.
Yeah,
Victor's
Diaz on Key,
sliding.
Artem on Platt, Goriel and Anderson on Arct.
Yes, you get this one. Now you've got LeMay and Project up here coming down. Oh, who do we see? Let's go back and forth and back and forth. But this one is the one that is looking to be the most fruitful.
Benzo looks like he clears.
That hood doesn't look like it's fitting properly on Marvin's BMW.
It's additional cooling.
Oh, okay. Makes it faster?
Stops it from blowing up.
Oh. Oh,
Confirmation from Logan that he just disconnected.
Oh,
So unfortunate.
very sorry to hear that.
Whoa, that's
Ooh, that's a
aggressive, but
brave pass.
he makes it stick. I mean, they're still side by side here.
Yeah.
So if he can hold it around the outside, he should get the advantage, but LeMay actually slams the door in his face,
Yeah.
as he should.
Wow.
We'll see if he tries to do it too wide in Ascari. I would recommend against it.
But it's the last 2.5 minutes of the race, you know.
Yep. It might be the last 2.5 seconds if you try something.
Exactly.
Selena's only 2/10 off of Anastasi at the back there.
Let's see how that
1/10
goes.
now.
Ooh, it's
There's-
the Porsche Cup. 3 together. They've managed
Heading
to
towards
clump up.
Ascari side
They're
by
doing
side.
Ascari.
Yep.
He's doing it.
Yeah, but I can see doing it in Porsche and only that part.
Selena bullied me on Nordschleife in places where it's dangerous to go one car wide. She would just full
Well,
send it on me.
and she made that look
So
easy.
mean.
Yep.
Jess is.
Ooh.
He's trying to.
Ooh. Yeah, that outside line is just not working out today for most people here. Jess has a big slide coming out of Parabolica. He pulled out the draft a little bit early there, but he's going to get the momentum here. Well clear.
And they're gonna hop up to Brian Anderson, who was for a second there looking to make a move on Art.
Leaders on the final lap. So this is it. You guys got one more lap to go.
Hartman on this
Uh-oh.
side of the road.
That's
Oh, he was
Wait.
in.
what?
I'm not sure. It looks like he's obviously in the pit, but maybe he ran out of fuel. I don't. But no, he can't.
You can't
Yeah,
refuel.
you can't get fuel.
You can get fuel if you return to garage because it resets your setup.
Oh.
But you also lose like 2 laps or whatever.
But he's
Yeah.
also
Sit
like
there.
came out
So-
and parked. That's kind of odd.
We've got Evans coming around. It's halfway through his final lap right now. Doug's 3 seconds behind him in P2. Royke's further 10 seconds back in P3. DS less than half a second behind him. They're going through the Lesmos right now.
All right, we'll keep an eye on this.
Yeah. And P8 to P11. They're all less
He
than a
went out
second
wide
apart.
there.
Oh,
That's
he
not
made the
nice.
mistake. So
Sorry,
DS.
Roy.
Someone gonna drive through with track limits. That's Marvin. So it can happen.
Yeah, it can.
On the last lap.
Yeah.
So Diaz has got one corner after Ascari here to make a move. He's right on his bumper, but he does have a better exit, it looks like. He's gonna have to hope, I think, for Key to make a mistake here for him to have any chance. The finish line comes really quickly after the corner, so Evan has won the race. Doug crossed the line. They finished. Looks like Evan lifted off to let Doug come across, basically next to each other, and we didn't see it.
No, we didn't.
Nice battle here for P3. Royke holds on. Some great defending.
Like Cody Platt is gonna make an easy P7, but there's a bit of a battle behind him, which was the end.
Yeah.
Gardner, Marvin, and Wagner could all fight each other right up to the end too. They're less than a second apart.
especially Wagner here, who
Looking to
really
make a
would like
move
to
on
make that
Marvin.
move. Yep.
Or on the outside of Parabolica's. Pretty brave,
It's
though.
the last
Well,
chance. Oh, but he got
unless
it.
he breaks
Maybe.
early. There you go.
Maybe.
Oh, he could even get a second place here.
Oh,
Wow.
Looks like
Gained
may
2
have
positions
just
in the last
managed that.
corner.
Amazing. Selena and Jess. Now, I thought the last time we checked on them, Jess was behind Selena, so
Yeah, we must have missed something.
we did.
Oh, is
Okay.
Selena gonna
They're
get him?
Also,
Oh,
well,
that was really close. Also importantly, Logan rejoined the race, rejoined the server at least. I guess that'll guarantee that he gets points for finishing the race.
yeah.
Better than nothing.
So our top 3 were Evan, Doug, and Roy Key.
I'd say that was pretty exciting for Monza.
Yeah, and it was super clean.
It was clean. We had good battles. Not quite the
Absolutely.
Porsche Cup we had last race, but a little
No.
bit of a one.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit in the middle there. But, let's see. I guess we have to steal Evan when he shows up.
Yeah, or we can still Doug. He's down there.
Oh, is he down there? Okay.
Mhm.
Then we'll steal Doug. Hello, Douglas. Congratulations on P2.
What a vibe. I knew that this week was the only chance for me to do even remotely well because the Lexus is just an absolute monster on the straights, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Yeah, you two really held the lead for pretty much the whole race. At least the net lead when people were cycling through pit stops.
Yeah, Evan and I had a little game the second stint where we were trading fastest laps, and he ended up eking me out at the very end, which is tough. But the first time he put a hot lap in, he was like, "Time to serve up some barbecue chicken," like he's cooking, you know. And I was right behind him. I was like, "I prefer garlic parm," and I like went over the start finish line with a better lap. He's like, "Oh!" And then the next lap, he was like, "How about the ranch sauce?" So just going back and forth, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, we were very lucky that we were able to get out ahead and just survive because he and I would have been absolutely screwed if we were battling because our brakes are so bad. So if you're out in good traffic, like without traffic, you're fine. But if you're battling traffic, it's so bad.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how was it in qualifying? Because I have to say, most of us expected like a front row lockout from you guys, but then we saw the McLarens actually putting up a good fight there.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the Lexus in the hard braking zones, it's kind of like a coin flip of whether or not ABS is going to steal your brakes from you or if they're going to lock up. So it's really hard to get a consistently fast lap put together just because the brakes are just giving up on you as you blow the corner. So I was happy with my quality time, but I definitely had more pace out there. So I think I could have mustered out even lower 47, but Evan just doing Evan things, putting on pole because with very little practice. Well, actually, he practiced the most this week out of everything, so I can't say that. But kudos to Roy and Victor because they had some crazy pace in the McLaren.
Yeah, they had a good fight a couple of times for third place.
Yeah, I was watching the Deltas and I was like him and Han because I have some champion motorsports buddies that were trying to fight through the grid to catch up to them, and I was like, please battle, lose some time, but ultimately they managed it really well. But it was fun. And Roy, despite being no match on the straights, put up a really good fight into the corners a couple times to keep me at bay for a while before I got away. And then he had some bad luck with the blue flag, which released me for good.
Yeah, we were watching you when you came out the pits behind Zach Sky. Was there a bit of a team stuff going on there when you passed him? And then it looked like he kind of fought with Roy a little bit there. on
No,
Parabolica.
no, that was just Zach trying to determine whether he wanted to stay out and continue on his stint, or if he was going to come in for new tires. And we were all telling him that new tires felt really good, and that's when I set my fastest lap, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they feel really good." So he was just trying to him and haw whether he was going to do that or not. But no games there apart from the photo finish that Evan and I was able to convince him to do for me.
When we're feeling a little sorry we didn't actually catch it on cameras. We were following a battle behind you guys.
No, that's perfectly fine. It was more or less for the sponsors, Champion Motorsports. Got to give the sponsors what they want. So the photo op there at the end was what we were going for,
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, when you have such a dominating lead, you don't get quite so much TV time.
Honestly, I'll trade that in any day. Okay.
Probably the
points.
right thing.
Yeah, I like points. That's for sure. Evan and I are trying to secure this team championship because I want to see an Evan Shuey so bad. So bad. So that's what we're working towards.
Nice. Well, good luck with that. I mean, this is probably a huge step towards that.
That's the dream. The rest of the calendar is tough on the Lexus. So any wet race is going to be really bad, and then there's a couple really tight, like Brands Hatch is going to be really, really hard. So it'll be a doozy.
Nice. Well, anyone you want to give a shout out to before we trade you off for someone else?
To you fine people, Steph, Connor, and Foz, thank you so much for putting in the work week in and week out to highlight everybody on track. It's always a lot of fun, and the people in the community love to partake in the content. So thank you for that, and thank you to the community itself. I know you're out in chat. Love you guys, and we'll see you again next week. But thanks for all that you do.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. Great race again today, by the way, and I'll send you back down with the rest of the boys and girls.
Back to the heathens. Oh,
Back to the heathen. Yeah, as soon as I find the right channel, I'll send you down there. All right.
I got it. But thank you so
Thanks.
much, guys.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Congratulations. Yep.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.
We can grab Evan.
Yeah, I was just about
Yeah,
to
he's
look
in
at
there
him.
now.
Evan is gonna be. Hey, Evan! Congratulations on another win.
Thank you, guys. That was a really fun race.
I bet.
Super
And
stoked.
you just ran away with that again.
Not quite. Doug made it a little interesting. we were trading purple laps back and forth and kind of jabbing at each other.
Yeah,
For
he
a little
was.
bit there, I thought he was gonna, snipe it from me, but no, we really found our pace there in the race, and thankfully we qualified up towards the front of the grid, so just got off to a really hot start, settled in, and just kind of drove off. It was really fun. Me and Doug kind of duoing the 1-2 spots there, and I'm still plenty sweaty. That was still a pretty tough race. So yeah, it was a lot of fun with Doug up there at the front.
Oh, I bet. You looked like you guys were enjoying yourself. He was just in here before and was giving us the lowdown on your little purple lap battle, and sounds like
Yeah.
you guys had a good time with it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
This was a strong a strong track for the Lexus for you guys, from my understanding.
Yeah, I will say this track is great for the straights, but also terrible because of the braking zones. The Lexus brakes are really inconsistent and tough to handle. They sometimes decide to stop real nice, and sometimes you just plow through the corner. And there's not much you can really do about it. You just gotta kind of hope and pray. But when you're cooking at that kind of speed and stand on the brakes, there's not much you can do sometimes. You just go way deep, and then your whole rhythm is off for the rest of the track. Your entry speed for the next corner is going to be all whack, and this track's great, but also super challenging. I actually think this might be one of the tougher tracks to drive, contrary to popular belief with it being so many straights. Like you really got to nail the braking zones and get good exits, or the track is not nice to you. You'll get exposed pretty quick.
I feel like
Well,
it's an easy track to learn and a hard one to really nail.
Oh, I 100% agree with that. Yep.
yeah, well, you seem to have nailed it pretty well today. That's for sure.
Well, thank you, Stephanie.
How are you feeling about the next track?
Where are we going next? I don't even know.
It's
Because
a wet
Brands
Red
Hatch-
Bull next, or
Oh,
is it
Red Bull,
Brands
yeah.
Hatch?
Oh, Red Bull. Oh,
One
it's
of
Red Bull in
those.
the wet, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So I guess we got a little taste of that with the enduro that we did. But Red Bull Ring is definitely my least driven track. You know, being new, the newest track, and yeah, I'm a little bit worried. The Lexus can be sort of challenging to drive in the wet too, with struggling for traction, and then of course with the brakes as well. So we'll see. I might have to actually spend some time in the practice server and kind of get warmed up to it. Because I'm really not sure. I don't know what to expect.
Well, I'm gonna take notes on what you just said for 2 weeks from now.
Okie dokie. Yeah,
Just
I
just
got
in
to really
case you're
buckle
back
down.
in here again.
Yeah, pre-race we'll pull you in here to ask how much practice you put in.
Okay, we'll see. I need to do at least a session before the race. Just get warmed up and yeah, get a feel for it because yeah, I'm really not familiar with the track. I've only really driven it in prototypes and iRacing before it came to ACC. So yeah, probably my weakest track, and I really don't know what to expect. So we'll see.
All right. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Of course, as always, shout out to Doug. Awesome teammate, awesome guy. Had a ton of fun. Shout out to Champion Motorsports. As always, we stay really focused in our comms and pointing out incidents, making sure that we're all aware of kind of the timing around the track with coming in for the pit stop, and yeah, really made things really streamlined, and yeah, we stay competitive and try to do our best, and yeah, I really appreciate the vibe that we got going on in there.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Well, congratulations again on a win. It looks like you guys are on a great trajectory for, some season championships here. So
Hey,
we
fingers crossed.
can keep it up. Keep it up. I will trying to keep this commentator's You guys seem to have a bubble on you guys, both you, by the way, when it comes to the curses thrown out this season. Just from us watching you guys, it always just bounces off those Lexuses. So,
Yeah, maybe we're due for a blow up now. We'll see.
well, I'll burn a little extra incense this week. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, have a great one. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I say it every time, but thank you guys for the stream. It's much appreciated from a ton of people. So thank you guys.
Wonderful. You're welcome. Oops. Was hoping to dig up Roy,
Yep.
but wait.
Roy and Victor
I
are both.
will be able to get Roy if you give me a few minutes. Um, yeah, he's just hopping on for us so we can get a little interview with him. Gonna have to find him the whole. I guess he doesn't usually go into voice chat. He's doing it just for us. I don't know if you want to grab.
If I see him.
Yes. Victor's another one that I have to ask him to come join us. And wait.
Should get them both at once.
It would either be really fun or be really mean. But I think more really fun. They're both pretty nice guys. Yeah, I guess while we're waiting for, he's not sure his mic is working. So, um, do-
Yeah, I don't see him hopped into anything yet.
no, he's tried to message him to get him in.
I think he'll just have to get a podium again next time.
Yep.
Yeah, to tell him he's got to fix his mic and get another podium.
In that order.
In that order is correct.
Well, he doesn't need to get a podium if he doesn't fix his mic.
Yeah, this is true.
I think you should forfeit your podium if you don't show up for the interview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seems to be having. Oh, wait, I see him in there. We'll see if we can hear from him. Hey, Roy.
Hello.
Congratulations on P3. That
Thank you,
looks like
thank you.
you had some really tough battles there from Victor.
Yeah, it was tough. The first couple of laps, the Lexus just took off. I had no straight line speed to catch up to them, so I was like, forget it. I'll set up a P3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Doug seemed to think that he had some worrying to do with you there. You were getting those exits on the turns really well. That he had something to think about for a while.
Yeah, on the corners I will catch up a little bit, but straight on the straight lines I can't even touch them. They'll just pull away. Even in the draft, I'll be lagging behind. So
Wow.
it was pretty tough.
Huh. Well, at least you had an eventful race with Victor, and you guys kind of, he kind of catch up to you for a little while, and you had a lot of defending to do throughout.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw in the chats, but midway through the race, I had a foot cramp. So I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Yeah, that was pretty rough."
Oh no, I missed that. We were trying to do some interviews and catching people, and I wanted to get you in here. And I did not see that. Wow, so that's a bummer. But
Yeah, and I almost lost it to DS because of that.
wow. So how did you manage that?
I was just like flexing it on the straights, right? Just switching off the foot and just like I don't stretching it all whole time. So that kind of helped, but it just lingered.
Oh, well, awesome driving and fantastic race. Did my best to keep the curses off of you, and
Thanks.
yeah, you're welcome. We're trying to spread them around a little bit more evenly, so nothing was bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
technically the camera was always on Victor.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
But why was he catching up to me then?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few of you guys that are like immune to it, and then the rest of you are. Oh, I'm really sorry. It's just it's bad sometimes, but no, today was pretty good. It seemed like the rest of the field had for the most part, a very very clean race with pretty nominal amount of bings and bumps. So, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that. That was cool. Yeah.
But yeah, awesome job. That should be really good for your points. I think you're within within striking distance. You've got Evan and Doug to battle for that whole um, division championship at the end. But you
Probably. Yeah.
fantastic race today. There's how many more to go. So yeah,
Keep on fighting.
yeah. Anyone you would like to give a shout out to or thank you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so it kept me, honest. Yeah, he was there the whole way. It's just right behind me. So Yeah, good job to him.
Awesome. Well, again, great race. Congratulations on the P3 finish. That's fantastic. You worked hard for it. And good luck in it's 2 weeks with Red Bull Ring in the wet. How do you feel about that?
Actually, I'm going to be out of town, so I'm not going to be able to race that one.
That's convenient.
So, right. Yeah, one of
Oh,
those things.
oh, well, then I guess we'll see you again at Brands Hatch, I think is the following race from that.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll see you then, and we'll have a great out of town trip.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for
Cheers.
joining us. All right. I think that about wraps us up for the evening. Thank you all for joining us and sticking through. And it got a little quiet there for a while. D2 was practicing being super
clean.
clean. Yeah, way too
Yeah.
clean, way too respectful, just driving their drives. But we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks for Red Bull Ring in the wet, and I'm pretty sure that even D2 is gonna have some mess. I mean, a wet race there, I think. Yeah, it's gonna.
We can hope so.
Yeah, yeah, nothing too bad. We don't want anything too bad, but it'll definitely be more exciting, I believe. But anyway, 2 weeks. Thank you for joining us this evening for round 4 at Monza.